One person dead after a bomb exploded outside of a California fertility clinic. That blast happening less than a mile from downtown Palm Springs. We're bringing in NewsNation national security contributor and former CIA and FBI special agent, Tracy Walder. Tracy, appreciate you joining us on this breaking news. And let's get right into this. We know this is being investigated as a possible car explosion. At least one person is believed dead. At the consultation area of this IVF clinic where they usually meet with patients was damaged. The actual lab, the embryos are unharmed tonight. Police are calling this an intentional act of violence. So already, Tracy, what is that telling you?
Well, thank you so much for having me. What this is telling me is that they know that this particular fertility clinic was the target of this attack. And in all honesty, it's quite easy to see from the helicopter footage, as this is the area that sustained the most direct impact. So it sounds to me that they know this vehicle was driven potentially with the purpose of destroying or hurting individuals that were within this facility.
And we are seeing video from the ground. We're also seeing that helicopter footage. As you are looking at the photos and video coming in of this scene, what is standing out to you about this blast? What is catching your eye?
Well, a couple of things. I think, first of all, this is a relatively urban area. This did not occur on sort of the outskirts of Palm Springs, if people are familiar with this location. I am happy that more people were not killed or severely injured as a result of this. It does look like windows have been blown out of, surrounding buildings within a mile or two radius or so. But the fact that other buildings did not sustain serious catastrophic damage is quite frankly a miracle.
Yeah, a miracle. The doctor who runs the clinic says, thank God today they happen to have no patients. Tracy, are fertility clinics under threat? Could this be targeted? I mean, it sounds like you're saying it absolutely, it was targeted, and police are saying as much today.
I have heard actually of fertility clinics being targeted. We hear a lot about abortion service providers, right, being targeted, particularly by the Army of God, which is a kind of domestic terrorism group, if you will. IVF clinics can also be a target as well for people that disagree with the process. There are IVF clinics that have security, have cameras, those kinds of things, because they are concerned about threats.
As investigators begin to piece this case together, what will we likely learn today? And we hear one of the witnesses who was in the nearby business who says, the entire building shook when this bomb detonated. They went outside. They could clearly see human remains on the ground.
I think the first thing they're going to do, at least in my opinion, is identify the victim, as well as there is a car very close to where the clinic is as well, that looks, for the most part, identifiable right now at this point. But I think those are the two things, in my opinion, that law enforcement is really going to focus on, particularly the FBI. If there's any salvageable, data devices, those kinds of things, it depends in a blast of this nature, what they may or may not have. But the FBI is going to be really, really interested in knowing, because this could be, and I don't mean to scare anyone, but it could be, a part of a larger network, or it could be a lone wolf.
We are looking at these photos, the video of the clinic, extensive damage there on the ground. What kind of device does your mind go to that could create such a powerful explosion?
That's an interesting question, because as you mentioned before, we're sort of hearing conflicting reports as to whether or not there's human remains near the scene, or, a car bomb. If it is human remains, I suspect some kind of suicide vest, because yes, the damage is extensive that you mentioned. However, it looks like only the front of the clinic sustained most of the damage, as the doctor has really confirmed that all of the embryos are safe, and those are located further back. So what that tells me, and that's great news for these parents that may have embryos there, what this tells me is it's actually not as powerful of a device, which is why it could be a suicide vest kind of situation.
Okay. Tracy Walder, I really appreciate you jumping on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.